Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in, to slow down and tune in to see what messages Spirit is bringing through for you. Okay, so you might hear that popping, that popping noise. It is July 4th when I'm recording this message, so you'll hear some fireworks. I feel like that's representative of something that's going on with you at this time. Somebody's trying to get something popping off in your life, popping off, getting off track, getting sidetracked. That's their goal for you. But that's their goal because they have experienced so much loss. Confirmation in their life. And so they're grabbing for straws. I keep seeing them like in the ocean at night by the wreckage of a boat. Okay? So there was some sort of disaster that this person created for themselves. And now they feel like they're drowning in it. They're drowning in the energy of what they created. And so they're grabbing for straws. They're hoping for any sort of opportunity where they can get back in your energy. I can tell you right now, this is not a message all about your enemy, your opponent, that person that's been watching you, that person that's been sending darts your way, whether it's in the form of threats or distractions or attacks of any sort. This is not a reading about your enemy. This is a reading about you moving forward with your destiny and not allowing the distractions that your enemy, your opponent has sent your way, not allowing them to take you away from your truth and from where you're really truly meant to be. Okay? Messages are already flowing in. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. I really want to pull some charms. Okay, so I've been getting visions for you, beautiful being. I've been getting messages. I already got the title of the video. What is it? Apologizing to the gods, praying to the gods. I don't know which one will do. They're apologizing to the gods for what they did to you. What would bring them to their knees? Misery, regret, suffering. That's what your enemy is experiencing right now. I keep hearing it in Spanish. La justicia ha llegado. Justice has arrived. And what Divine is encouraging you, inviting you, welcoming you into this space to do, inviting you to do, is even though you know that your enemy is now suffering, their karma caught up with them, have the strength and the will to move forward with what you are here on this earth to do. Divine is inviting you into a space where you remember, you recall your purpose, your true purpose, and you don't allow yourself to be sidetracked. The moment that everybody longs for, that's where you are now. You've arrived into this space where you know your enemy is suffering. They've lost the battle, the war, everything. They've lost so many things that they fought for, tooth and nail, to keep. It's gone. They're being attacked now by people that they conspired with against you. The same people that your enemy worked with against you, those people are now attacking them. They're attacking your enemy. Justice has arrived. Every single word that they spoke against you has come right back up in their zone, haunting them. They wake up in the middle of the night and sweat, sweating bullets, because they have just been dreaming, stuck in that moment where they spoke against you, worked against you, put somebody up against you, and tried to give you so much conflict so that you would give up. They wake up in the middle of the night constantly thinking of what they did to you. They can't sleep. Their digestive tract is not working right. It's not doing what it's meant to do because it's clogged with so much negative energy, so much regret of how they treated you. And what brought them to this state? Confirmation. What brought this on for them? Loss. Loss. They've lost so much now that they feel like they're buried in the misery that they created for you. And so now that karma is here doing her thing, Divine asks you, what will you do? Will you allow yourself to be sidetracked and taken away from your true mission here? Divine says, we've always had your back. We were always going to get that one. We were always going to bring it and serve what we needed to serve. But now that you have the freedom to be who you want to be who you choose to be, that's something really significant right now. Divine is saying that you are not being controlled by anyone. You're totally free at this time. Divine is asking, how do you choose to see yourself? Do you choose to see yourself as free? Or do you choose to see yourself as enslaved by what kept you bound in the past? That's the past. You're no longer enslaved by anyone, beautiful being. You have freedom. You have the power to live a life in freedom. Okay, you've got, a high heel and like a boat wheel. I don't know what you call that. It's the steering wheel on a boat. And a high heel. Okay? First of all, your steps are ordained by the Divine. Divine says that you can't go wrong at this point. You can't go wrong because you're divinely guided. Where it is that you naturally want to go, the steps that you naturally want to take, trust that they're right for you. Okay? Divine says you are naturally guided in the right direction. So you don't have to doubt where you want to go. Like that's the key right there, is where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to do when you wake up in the morning. That's what's right for you. So you have the loyalty card and the oath card. Divine is saying to remember what it is that your soul came here to do. Before you were born into this lifetime, you set out a course for your life. You charted a course for your life. And you already decided and determined where you wanted to go in this lifetime. Divine is saying that every single day you remember more and more of this journey that you planned to take. Ashe. Remember the oath that you took. Remember what it is that your soul has promised to the universe that it will complete, the mission that you will complete in this lifetime. Remember that, because there's somebody who wants to distract you from that. They want to test your loyalty to yourself. Divine came to me in a vision, and in one hand it was like this person standing there at a race, like a NASCAR race. I don't know anything about NASCAR racing, but this was the vision that came to me. So the person was standing there with those like earmuffs, you know, for the noise of the motors. And he's standing there with a red flag in his left hand and a checkered flag in his right hand. Okay, it's a guy, all right? He's got a mustache, I see him. But he's holding a red flag, like stop, no go. And then a checkered flag, like, go. The red flag that's coming to you right now in the spirit realm is to whatever energy this is that has been hunting you and coming after you and trying to damage your destiny. That's what this energy has been trying to do, is damage your destiny. At one time, they wanted to swap with you. They wanted your life. They were trying to go after everything in your life that they felt was significant to your success, whether it was your relationship or your career or your drive or your health. They wanted to come after you in order to weaken you in every area of your life. But then they started to lose power. They started to lose their energy as they continued to confront you and combat you. Because they didn't realize it before, but they have come to understand on a very deep level that you are divinely protected. That your ancestors do not play. That your guardian angel does not play. That the gods and goddesses that support you on the daily and in your sleep, that they support you, they did not realize this. And so they started to lose energy as they wanted to give you problems and issues and setbacks. They're trying to do that now. There's someone from your past who has tried to control your destiny, to manipulate your present in order to eradicate your future. They are now in such a desperate space that they want to distract you with the frequency of greed. There's somebody from your past who wants to come back and put something on the table for you that they feel will distract you because they've studied you. This is either someone from your family, from your romantic past. It's a friend, a frenemy. It's somebody who thought they were really significant to you. But what you realize now is that this person all along just wanted to siphon your energy. They wanted to take you away, take your attention away from the reason why you're really here. You came to Earth to do big things, and this person wants you to forget that. They want you to get hung up on their little petty attacks and their petty attempts to reel you back in to a karmic cycle that is complete. They're trying. They're trying. Divine says to remember your oath, to remember the reason why you're here. Clarify the reason why this beautiful being is here, Divine. The mountain. Ooh. So your path was never meant to be easy. With the mountain there are struggles that you have experienced. You've been crossing a very rough terrain. But Divine is saying that because of your endurance, because of your willingness to stay the course, you've been able to go just underneath the height of that obstacle, to understand where it came from, to understand the true conflict, whether it has been pain, suffering, maybe sometimes greed set in. But one of the many beautiful things about you is that you've been able to see yourself, your true self, and to understand who you are. And in this journey to understanding yourself, you've gained the strength to always be present for your path, for your true calling, and to never allow someone who is coming in with distractions to steer you away from what's truly meant for you. Because what's on your path, beautiful being, is so beautiful that you will never, ever miss it. You will always see your goal. You will always see the next step that you're supposed to take. Because your journey is worthy. Your journey is beautiful. And you were never meant to start looking so much over here to the left or looking over here to the right and worrying about this and worrying about that. It's like it's your way to go within the conflict, understand it, and conquer it. That's what you do. That's how you do. That's how you live, is with honor and dignity and respect for yourself and respect for your truth. So Divine is saying that every single conflict that you've faced, that you've experienced, that you've gone through, that you've lived through, has led you here, where you will never reject your true destiny. Now there's somebody who wanted to fool you and bring the energy of death with Thanatos. Somebody wanted to weave a web of lies so that you would never find your way. The river. There was someone who was trying to bring a change to your destiny through emotion. They wanted you caught up. They wanted you turned upside down. Do you see how that went? It was like I was turning it this way, that way, this way, that way. There's somebody who wanted you all mixed up. And the number one ingredient that they wanted to inject in your life was their toxic energy. They wanted you to feel their toxic energy every single day. Because that's what they wake up with. That's what they breathe in and out, is their toxic energy. And they wanted you to feel that on the daily. Having you turned upside down. It's disgusting. The energy that this being breeds is really sad. It's one of desperation. You got the temple and the unseen. There are things that have manifested inside of you, ideas, potential, plans that you'll start to see as you're meditating or as you're dreaming, okay? But there are things that Spirit is sending you for you to manifest and for you to kind of chew on. I see you sitting there like you get a glimpse from Spirit of a possibility or of something that you could manifest, and then it starts bouncing around in your mind. And you kind of sit there and chew on it, like, what could I do with this? What could I do with this? So those initial thoughts that you get, whether it's a vision or a dream, something that comes to you, Divine is saying to spend time with it, because the initial download that you get is just a point of growth. It's an inception point where it can start and then begin to unfold and grow and transform. And these are things that you will be able to manifest in this 3D realm. Okay, you're manifesting things that you'll be able to see and touch and feel with our 3D senses here, okay? And this brings abundance and prosperity. Divine is saying to protect your temple, your physical body, take good care of it, honor it, cherish it, because you're getting a lot of influence from other realms that is unseen to most. You're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of energetic support. And the cleaner your body is, the healthier your body is, the more benefit you'll get from those downloads that are sent to you from other realms. Listen, before I pull more cards, I want to show you the necropolis and the melting. Okay, so there's someone who wanted to bring you death, this energy of necropolis, this cemetery energy, this like 6 feet under type energy. They're melting now. Crows are significant here. You may receive messages from the crow spirit, or this person is being haunted by the crow spirit. But there's someone who wanted to bring you death who is now, they feel like physically they're melting. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They have burned themselves, Spirit says. They have burned themselves. They brought themselves to this horrible, horrific, terrifying ending. They feel terrified at this point in time. This explains why for some of you, if you are in an experience with a stalker, if this is a part of your karmic journey, okay, Divine is saying that Those of you who are experiencing a situation with a stalker, ignore them. They're burning themselves. In the end, they will be like Judas. They will bring the benefit, however it is that they benefited from your sacrifice. They will bring that to the universe, to the gods, repenting for how they treated you. Ignore them. You have bigger things to do, greater things to accomplish. Ignore their ignorance. They only seek to destroy what they were not able to destroy. It is their own sorrow that brings them to this state. Don't let them punish you. Live your life. Live your truth. Enjoy your days. Revel in the glory of your nights. Okay, Spirit. Do not let these petty spirits distract you from your truth, from your love, from your glory, from your radiance, from your creativity. You are here with a very important mission. Write, sing, skip, dance. Do whatever it is that brings you life and reminds you of your divinity. These are but petty distractions that have come to steal from you. But you, beautiful being, divine one, you are protected. There is nothing, there is no one that you need to fear. Those who have sent death wishes your way are now melting in their own misery. They now see the error of their ways, but their ego is still fragile. Their ego is still weak. They cannot face the truth of what they have done, and so they continue to play games. Divine was bringing through, Ashe Spirit, thank you for that word. Divine was bringing through that this person is using the spirit of envy to try to infiltrate your world. I was about to say your word. So there may be something about something that you say or that you speak, your words that this person wants to get at. They don't want you speaking the truth. And so now they are literally begging you and the gods to release them from their karmic debt. They want to tempt you with something that they know you value. But yet, in my vision, I still see them coming to you with a petty offer. They're trying to trap you and get you to write off their karmic debt by giving you something that is very petty. It's like coming to somebody with Michael Kors when they only rock Louis Vuitton. I know that sounds superficial, but that's the type of vibe that's coming through. So maybe this person is very superficial, okay? It's like they literally want to give you some set monetary value that would never be sufficient for you. I'm getting the story of Judas in the Bible, where he betrayed Jesus for, what was it, like 30 pieces of silver? And then in the end, when his karma flipped on him, he wanted to give the silver back, and they said no. What's done is done. This person wants to get back into your world by giving you something that they think you find valuable. But in reality, in comparison to all of the work that you've done on yourself, whatever it is that they're offering you, it feels like petty cash. It feels low vibe. It feels like it's not even worth your time. This person is coming in with an apology, but I don't even see this as them apologizing to you, because they're not even at that state where they can reckon with truth. They're apologizing to the divine, to their ancestors. This person is on their knees. Okay. Divine says that's the red flag and the vision. They're putting up a red flag to this person. However it is that they're trying to come back into your space, into your mental energy. Divine is saying no. It's a red flag no matter what. This person might be coming to you trying to set up a sob story so that you pity them and take them back in. All they want is access to your energy, to your beautiful energy again. That's all they want. Divine says it's a no. It's a full stop, period. They may not re-enter your zone. If they're paying child support through the courts or whatever, okay, we'll take it. Thank you. But other than that, I don't want your car. I don't want your trip. I don't want your jewelry. Because there's something attached to that that reels you back into a cycle of manipulation. That's this person's goal, is control and manipulation, and they may not have access to your divine destiny, because ultimately that's what they want. And they couldn't get it from you in the past. They could not get you to relinquish control in the past. This person has an addiction to control. It stems back, it goes so far back to their childhood and the way that their parents interacted with them. They want control. They never felt like they were in control of their own body. This person has been controlled by others, and now they seek control to get some sort of balance. They're trying to get balance in their world in all the wrong ways. And so that's why they try to control you. Is because they feel like if they can control your thoughts and your destiny, that then they've really done something. That proves their power. And they'll never get it. That's what they know, is that they'll never get it. This is the devil. This is an energy that simply wants to kill and destroy. Steal, kill, and destroy. That's all they want. You're being invited into the space of the Queen of Swords to decide for yourself that your yes means yes and your no means no. And when you tell this devil entity no, when you do not give them permission to enter into your world, you mean what you say what you mean. And there's no doubt about it. You're protected, and you protect your energy from this devil entity. Yeah, see, there's 7 of Swords here. So this person was up to some manipulation. I see them presenting themselves as someone who they're not. So I see a mask here. This person is wearing a mask in order to get back into your space. They're presenting themselves as another person, as a different person, through a fake account. But you peep gang, you know what's up. And when somebody's trying to betray you, you see it for what it is. There was a time when you were younger where you didn't see things clearly, but you've been through enough now where you know when somebody's trying to pull something over on you. And so this energy from your past was trying to come to you through a different identity. Okay, this could be online. For a lot of you, Facebook is coming through. There's some sort of Facebook scandal here, okay? Embarrassment is coming through where they're trying to embarrass you about something. Maybe posting something that they knew would stir up feelings for you. Divine is saying to disengage, reel your energy back, protect yourself. Because you've got bigger things to do. You've got bigger things to focus on. Much more important things to do. Because you're the star. Newt is coming through. This deity, this beautiful energy in the sky. Ashe. Fireworks. Baby, you're a firework. I heard that song last night at a fireworks show. Listen to that and really vibe with the lyrics of that. Let it sink in. That's your energy. You are the star. And that's the only reason why this distracting energy has been coming in, trying to close off your roads of opportunity. It's like butterfly moments. I see you going from one stage to another to another. It's your transformation. And this person was trying to shut off all the changes that you were going through. All of the transformations that you were making. They didn't want any of that for you. But you were protected from that. So don't let them come up in here at the last minute when things are falling apart for them. Divine, what's going on here behind the scenes? Why they're... Ooh, see, so there's something really positive that you've got going with a connection with the Two of Cups and Bastet there. This is beautiful energy within your love relationship. You're attracting love towards you and you're celebrating it in your life. You're celebrating love in your life. This is luck and high vibes as a mother, as a wife, as a divine feminine, no matter what your gender, okay? Bastet, Ashe. And you've got the Two of Cups there. This is fertility. This is beauty. This is wealth. This is good health. And that's why there's been somebody who's in the background, so motivated to try to steer you away from your blessings. Because they're driven by the past with the Six of Cups. They live in the past. And so they want to come for the blessings that you have right now. in your present and that you're continuing to manifest in your future. They can't have that though. They can't have that. They're experiencing energy that is so heavy and so deep with this Five of Cups. They regret what they did to you. They regret how they treated you. You know that song, when it all falls down. I'm telling you it all falls down. Yeah. So there's a deep state of regret. That song is all about insecurity. This person let their insecurities get the best of them. That's why they came after you. That's why they came after your destiny. But now all of those tricks that they crafted for you, all of those traps that they set for you, now they're haunted by all of it. Yeah, they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. And this was always their goal. They wanted to feel like the Queen of Pentacles. They wanted to feel secure and steady and stable. But instead of manifesting it for themselves, they came for your energy. Where is Divine encouraging you to go at this point? All right, you've got the Medallion, the Threshold, the Maiden, okay. Divine is encouraging you to remember why you're here in the first place. What is it that you're reaching for? What do you consider to be your prize? What is it that you want to feel? Is it peace? Is it abundance? Is it security, safety? What is it that you want to feel? Remember your motivation for living. Because somebody's been trying to distract you from that. You're on the threshold of some very positive energy. This is youthful energy. The Divine Feminine is coming through. I feel like there's a creative opportunity here for you. The Divine is saying you are on the threshold of taking an action that leads you to exactly where you're meant to be. And all that's needed is focus and an appreciation for the present moment. Because you're there. Whatever distractions have surrounded you lately, move those to the side. And remember why you're here. You're here because you're a creator. Oh, what's that? The tear. All right. Listen, you've experienced some challenges as a creator. It has not always been easy. Because on your creative path, as you have been doing the things that Spirit has led you to do, you have experienced opposition. People have been trying you. And I feel like all you wanted was to experience peace and a sense of calm as you create. And somebody's been trying to distract you from that. So, going through the forest, the unknown in life, that place where we don't always have all the answers. 44:44 on the clock, Ashe Spirit. Divine is saying to find humor in those experiences that are not always easy and that do not always feel so easy to navigate. Divine is saying to find the humor in it. There's something that you're able to laugh about, and that you will be able to laugh about as time goes on, okay? As you give it time, that previously you've cried about. You're going to be able to find humor in something that you used to find painful. And to be honest with you, this is a powerful frequency, because this has gotten entire communities of people through very trying times. Okay? A lot of people talk about how black folks in the South have been able to find humor in a lot of their suffering. And it's true, because these are things that were so painful that if you weren't going to allow it to overtake you and make you sink, well, let's find some humor in it. And I'm not saying that that's always the healthy route to take, but humor is a gift. And so Divine is inviting you into a space where maybe some of the things that you have carried that have felt so heavy, with time, you just might be able to laugh about it or to chuckle a little bit. If you don't have all, ha ha, you might not do all that, but you'll be able to say, well, it is what it is. It's about having peace where there used to be trauma. And you can do that through humor, okay? So that'll resonate for some of you, all right? But don't make it resonate if it doesn't. Just let it be, okay? That's fine too. All right, you've got the Mentor, the Mirror, and the Poet. There's something that you're going to create that inspires people to love themselves and to heal themselves. And I feel like it's going to be in written form. It's something that's going to be published and shared, all right? But it's a reflection of you. It's something that's going to feel very deeply personal to you, and it's precious to you. This could be a poem, this could be a song, this could be anything that you create with inspiration. It's going to help people though. Alright, you've got the Forest, the Nectar, and the Tear. There's something that made you cry. It's something that brought you to a state of reckoning within yourself. And it brought you into a space that felt dark, kind of like the unknown. You didn't know how it was going to work out, but it triggered something inside you that we call the nectar. Your connection to the divine, your sort of sweet sauce. Okay? So there's something very painful that triggered a sad reaction within you that ultimately helped you to understand who you are and to understand your divine magic. I see now why Divine is like, don't even worry about this meddlesome energy, because you got so much abundance coming to you. I'm going to pull from the career deck. What message do you have for this beautiful being? Business. Your focus needs to be on your business right now. Yeah, because it's in alignment with your destiny. Your business is in alignment with your destiny. Okay? And so this is why you don't have time to look at these people who are over here in the corner regretting how they treated you and trying to kick up dust in your life. No, you don't have time for that. Divine says that you are meant to go forward. I keep coming back to that vision. I don't think I ever explained what happened in the vision. So in this vision, it's like a NASCAR person standing there with the 2 flags. And on the left, he's got a red flag. This is stop. This is a full stop to that distracting energy that's trying to come into your world through the devil energy. Okay? Because they're experiencing a tower. You're supposed to go with what they're holding up on the right, which is that checkered sign. It's go, start, go. Okay, move forward on your true path. So it's a full stop on one thing and a let's go with something else. Okay, and that's with your business. Your business is absolutely in alignment with your destiny. They're saying to pull from this deck. Thank you, Divine. Don't let your past hold you back. There's something about your past that could potentially hold you back if you allowed it, if you gave it time and attention and energy and effort. And I feel like what's trying to hold you back is that negative energy, that magician. No, don't let them do that because, yeah. Oh, okay. So a change is on your path. You're going to experience a change within your career and money, okay? This has to do with the seasons. Things are changing with the seasons. You've got fall, you've got winter there. There's something you're letting go of that is going to improve your abundance. What is it that this beautiful being needs to let go of in order to nurture their abundance? What do they need to let go of to nurture their abundance? There's somebody trying to constantly come back into your world in order to access your success. With the Sun and the Prince of Cups, the Warrior of Ankhs, Knight of Cups. There's somebody constantly trying to come back into your energy because they see you succeeding. Okay? So don't allow that. Yeah. Oh, the 8 of Cups flipped over. So this is 8 of Ankhs. Walk away from this being that wants to come back up into your energy however they want to come back up in your energy, because I feel like they're not coming back to you straightforward, like here I am, this is what I want. They're trying to weasel their way back into your energy through either a third party, somebody that you both know, or energetically into your dreams, your energetic field, your aura. They're trying to weasel their way in. Or by masking themselves. For some of you, this energy is trying to return into your life by masking themselves as somebody else. Absolutely not. That's a whole 8 of Cups right there. We're not letting them back in. Okay, because you're focused on your destiny. You don't have time for these shenanigans. You don't have time for it. You've also got the animals and the rebel. Divine is saying to get in touch with your animal spirit, your wild energy, okay? Your, like, what gives you heat? What gives you passion? What gives you fire? Nurture that. For some of you, this is connecting with nature. You're going outside, you're taking a walk, you're connecting with the elements, you're feeling the sunshine on your skin, you're feeling the wind across your face, really getting in touch with your animal nature, your senses. For some of you, you're doing this through physical movement, through dance, or by making love. But it's something very, very, almost carnal. You know, it's very physical. Okay, this is helping you to achieve abundance by remembering who you are, by grounding yourself, putting your feet into the earth. And you've got the rebel. Divine says, don't be like everybody else. Don't even feel like you need to. Because this is about your destiny, your unique destiny. All right? All right, beautiful being. I'm going to pull a goddess oracle. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for this beautiful being? Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. You've got beautiful energy that you're welcoming into your home at this time, and Divine says that you have manifested it. Okay? Ooh. Ashe. Yeah, you've manifested this change, beautiful being. You're responsible for this positive energy that you're experiencing in your home. For some of you, you're experiencing a positive change within the lives of your children. Okay, I'm getting especially for those of you who have children around like between 18 and 24 or 18 and 29. Your children, 32 is coming through. Your children or your child is experiencing a lot of good luck. And this is because of the prayers that you have prayed, the spells that you have set, the intentions that you have set. You have manifested this change, so enjoy it. There's an undying flame within your soul, and it's the light, seed, and spark of your consciousness. Your outer world reflects your inner world. Take a look around your home. Does it reflect warmth? If not, this is easily remedied and oh so important to do. It's a simple task of using your creative imagination to add warm energy to your household, such as lighting the fireplace or some candles, adding cozy blankets and pillows, or displaying greeting cards and fresh flowers. By warming up your outer world, your inner flame responds to meet it. This increases your energy level, which automatically shifts all outward appearances toward the better. Watch how these simple steps recharge the flame within everyone in your household. Divine is bringing you to the power that you have over your home. You set the tone. Yeah, you set the tone. This flame cleanses away negativity and brings in the new with vigor and irresistible invitation. Divine is inviting you to do a home clearing and blessing. I will put the video up for you to play that video as you can cleanse your home with incense, by burning herbs, okay, resins, by drumming. There's so many ways that you can move the energy in your home. Okay, open up the windows, open up a door, and release the negative energy that you sense in your home. And then you can fill that space. Now that it's empty, because you've cleared it, now you want to bless it. You can burn roses, you can burn frankincense and myrrh, incense. Fill the energy of your home with blessings and abundance and prosperity and spiritual blessings, physical blessings, financial blessings. That's what Vesta is inviting you to do at this time. And this is perfect because I'm recording this during Cancer season. So this is all about blessing your home and your family with beautiful healing energy. Ashe. Alright, beautiful being. I hope you enjoy this message. And I want to thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to like, leave a nice comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications so you see whatever I post. And I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And so many blessings. Take care.